ladies and gentlemen, James Mangold. The last time I saw you was at Comic-Con.
Yeah, that was our last adventure.
Yeah, what did you think of that? I didn't get to talk to you after. Did you think that those people are crazy? I love it.
It's you know, the real experience of doing that is just at least from backstage. There's the whole experience of arriving there. You know, we were there with the whole future past brigade, so it was I was kind of just bedazzled backstage by literally between Hugh and our movie, and then the entire cast of that picture was kind of
It's a lot.
Noah's Ark backstage.
Exactly. Well, you know, with this film, you know, one of the fascinating things about this is Hugh Jackman's now played this character. I guess it's going to be 7 films he's appeared in, if you count, you know, the X-Men First Class cameo. What is it about Hugh in this role? Because I mean, he's getting near Johnny Weissmuller territory with Tarzan at this point.
I like Johnny Weissmuller.
Me too.
I miss those. Well, I mean, I think he's phenomenal in the role. I mean, I think it's I made Kate Leopold with Hugh after he made the first X-Men, and so to me, it doesn't seem like the same. He was part of an ensemble in that first film. I think he had no idea, even after completing it, what was happening. You know, I think that so that it's easy to look back and go, he's made 7 movies, he's been the Wolverine, but in the beginning, he was part of a crew. You know, and I think that the evolution of what's happened with it is a natural evolution of it's a great character. It's a great character and it's a great actor. It's one of those really rare moments where there's an alignment of the right person for the right job, and I think when that happens, Sean Connery Bond, I don't think there's any reason it should stop.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned Connery because he's a guy who was not typecast. I mean, he went on to do many other things, but I mean, you know, you look at like Christopher Reeve with Superman costume, or you know, going back to Leonard Nimoy with Mr. Spock, there's people that got locked in. It seems like fans are more forgiving these days, but I think part of that's because the movies are so good. They don't feel like...
I wouldn't credit the movies, and I wouldn't credit anything but just Hugh. I think that the fact is that he's an incredible, versatile... He's not, you know, Leonard Nimoy can't sing and dance, God love him. But, and he can't do a romantic comedy with Meg Ryan. So let's rethink some things about how we're doing this. We were very conscious even in the scripting phase of giving ourselves a chance to do it. I mean, honestly, since we let his hair grow so long in the beginning, and you know, there's people cutting it who may not know the official Marvel style, then maybe I could even credit it to just what happened, you know, in that room with those 2 ladies on top. But for me, I think he looks fantastic in the movie, and I think anytime you can allow your actor within their own skin and their own scalp and their own to be their character and not be separated by layers of you know, wearing a wig feels like wearing a hat. You know, it's like everything separates you from authenticness. Yeah, and that. If anything, that's what I was after, and that relates to the claws as well. It relates to everything where I felt like some things got over-designed. I mean, I literally just pulled the page from Marvel Comics, and I think it was Weapon X, right on the cover, where I said, make these. You know, I felt like the claws had looked so fake, frankly, in some other shots and movies that I wanted to just, you know, to me, this was a film that wasn't going to operate on the will the world be saved question. So it was going to live and die by just whether you're interested in him as a character. The stakes were, it's like it may not seem gigantic from the outside, but from the inside, it's an entirely different construction in a way where there really is no central villain out to hurt millions, you know, and that the whole thing is operating on a different architecture. And from that point of view, you're kind of going, how can I make the reality of this character and his own humanity?
But did you go back, did you spend a lot of time with that series? I mean, obviously, with the bear at the beginning, I mean, that's very much part of that first issue.
Well, there's a lot, I mean, all the principal characters have either are lifted or evolved from what was in Claremont Miller. I think the trick you have the kind of Rubik's Cube you have when you come on a movie like this is it somehow has to relate to the other things that exist. And just somehow, you can't kind of just pretend those movies didn't happen. So you try and take this story and at the same time plug it in to this larger universe. And I think